I am currently based in Red Hook, Brooklyn, New York, where I have my home studio. Up until the last few years, I was also living and working in St. Petersburg, Russia, and for the past couple of years, I'm also a professor in sculpture at Indiana University in Bloomington. My work is multidisciplinary. I came out of school, graduate school, art school, really with an installation practice. Responding to architecture spaces. I'm also engaged with the moving image. I have a public practice, so I do large-scale public sculpture, but also a collage process that I've developed over the years, which is called glitter constructions, and that's also something I've been working on here. So I am currently just very, very grateful to be one of the 2022 alumni residents. It's been really kind of like a waking dream being back here. I was originally at the Bemis, actually twice, but before. So it was, I believe it was 1998. I had to check with a former resident. And in 2001, both times I came back, and I'm back again because I really have found the Bemis to be one of the most, I would say, conducive and productive spaces for me. It just really agrees with me. It's like the vibe. I don't know if it's the balance of I do respond to the amazing facilities in space, and I have to say the facilities have only gotten better than I remember. So now there's the ceramics and the huge Okada building. It's been just absolutely wonderful to be back. I also, I think, applied to come back just to retool, but also in terms of reconnecting with a kind of American community. This is also a very international residency. I've met really amazing people here, both in the staff and the residents that have become really lifelong friends, and I have to say that this time I don't think is any different, fortunately. It's going to be very sad to leave here, but the supportive and just very cool and very talented community of artists, once again, just sort of amazed by everybody's practice. This time I came back knowing the projects that I was going to be working on, the projects that I have worked on. But the first was a video project that I filmed earlier in the summer, primarily in Estonia, that is called Learning How to Levitate in Exile. It has to do with sort of a personal story of love and loss, living in exile, interviewing elderly residents of Estonia that were in exile in the 40s and perhaps 50s, and also Ukrainian refugees traveling through Estonia that I met there. And this is going to be a immersive video installation, so I've been editing the video here. The video then will be part of a larger installation that has kinetic fabric sculpture forms, and that will be exhibited in Estonia later this year. The other large, I would say, time-intensive project I've been working on here, and it's been an absolute joy. It's sort of my favorite part of my practice are the collages that I make. And it's a continuum of my space exploration collages. Within the imagery, there's this trajectory towards space. So you'll see cutouts of the planets, and these are sourced from NASA and through various institutions I work with, the Museum of Cosmonautics in Moscow. And while I was here on the residency, I was fortunate to connect with the SAC, the Museum of Strategic Air Force Command and Aerospace. On our visit, I went with another resident here, Zach Hockman, and we even met Clayton Anderson, the retired astronaut, so he brought us on a tour of the museum. That was kind of just absolutely sort of perfect afternoon. So I've been working with this newer black velvet, kind of flocked paper material. I've been using and been very grateful for the Bemis's resources. I have the time to focus and cut up the magazines, and also working from prints that I do. So I also work via Photoshop and on the computer, and manipulating particular images through Photoshop, and then I print and I cut those out. So my collages are a mix of both. The imagery is anchored in sort of my inquiry over the past 20 years of space exploration, but it's also questioning this kind of utopian promise of space and our current culture of the privatization of space and the Mars rovers and Perseverance. I'm able to use a lot of that. Also, I've been working in the Okada building. There I've been taking advantage again of the sort of the grandiose, the amazing vast space there, and working on a new glitter collage for a gallery that I work with in Palm Desert, Melissa Morgan Gallery. It's been wonderful just to have this beautiful, really positive space to work in and to spread out and to make large-scale works.